Sorry about that. Okay, so we are going to start. And last week, uh, we talked about some rules, like rules that you apply. We talk about homophones, homographs. We talk about the long vowel rule, the short vowel rule, right? We also talk about that the vowels in English, they have long sounds and they also have short sounds, okay? And we know those short and those long, but we didn't realize of it. So depending on the amount of vowels and depending on the position of the vowels, then the sound of it might change. But before we go there, let me go here to the platform. And I like to do this. I like to show you every time we have a class. I like to show you the platform, how I see it, how I see things. And at the same time, we just verify people who do homework and people who don't do homework, right? So here we have the definitions and rules homework. As you can see, I already corrected. You see this? This is the, for example, number 1, short vowel rule, number 2, short vowel rule, number 3, vowel digraph. I just put the initials of it, and I gave you the points next to it, as you can see. You see, great, 2.3 of 3. So this is for you to know how to read it. And there were some people who didn't do homework, of course, as you can see, and those people, unless they sent it to me through another way, then they lose the point. If you send it to me in another way, like WhatsApp, if I told you, that's fine, don't worry. Now, let me go back here. That was for the week for the 21st until the 26th. Now, let's see what we have for this week, which today is the last day. I left there the second meeting video, and here we have an exercise. Is the exercise from lesson 1 and lesson 2 from the book. And here, as you can see, today is the last day to do that homework, right? Now, I wanted to tell you, and I'm saying this in all subjects, don't leave homework for the last day. You had the opportunity to do it starting on the 28th and finishing on the 3rd, right? So don't leave it for the last day because something might happen. So here we have, so far, we have a lot of people who did homework, but we have 3 people, as you can see here, right, that they haven't done it. If you did it, or if you ask for permission and sent it to me through WhatsApp or email, that is fine, don't worry. But if you haven't done it, make sure you do it by today before 11:59 p.m. because then the system is gonna close and you're gonna lose the points. Make sure about that. And that's it, that's the part of the platform. Now, I left a questionnaire, only 5 questions, right? But before we go to those questions, I wanted to clarify some things about the rules. And for that reason, I have hold on. I have 5 words that I want you to see them, right? And try to apply the rules to those. Give me a second. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. I'm trying to get my whiteboard and it doesn't allow. Oh yes, now yes. Okay, now I wanted to clarify this. Remember, a syllable is a part of a word. okay? A syllable is a part of a word. Now, syllables in English are not the same as syllables in Spanish. In Spanish, we normally divide syllables by letters, okay? For example, look at this. Spanish, and we're gonna give an example of English also. I'm gonna give you a very easy example, right? We have the word silla, okay? How many syllables do you have in silla? Can anybody tell me how many syllables do you have?
Two, teacher.
Two. Okay, so we have si and we have ya, right? That's what we have. Okay, good. Now let me give you another. I'm gonna erase that one. Let me erase it. Let me give you another one. We have the word case. Oh, not that, casa. I was getting confused. How many syllables do we have in casa in Spanish?
Two.
Two, right? Casa, right? Okay, now let me give you one word in English. That was the first one that I gave you there. Sorry. How many syllables do you have there in case? What do you think? You might be thinking, right? You might be thinking, is it one? Is it two? I don't know. Okay, let me tell you. Here, you only have one syllable. You know why? Because besides being a part of a word, a syllable is a vowel sound, okay? A vowel sound in the word is also a vowel sound in the word, okay? Now check this. I'm gonna say the word case, case. How many vowel sounds do you listen to over there? When I say case, what do you think?
One.
One, and that sound is that one. You see, A is A, so case, okay? And that's right, we say that here, we only have one syllable. If you were in Spanish, we have two syllables. If you were in Spanish, okay? But in English is only one. Because in English, we divide syllables by sounds. When I say sounds, I mean by vowel sounds. And in Spanish, we divide it by letters. And when I say by letters, is by the combinations of consonants and vowels, as in the word casa. I wanted to clarify that because for you to apply the rules to any word, you need to divide the word first into syllables, and then you apply the rules to the words. Example, I was gonna say, oh God, oh guys. Why don't you tell me that syllable is missing the L? Okay, so there we are, you see? There we are, syllable. Okay, now, so to apply the rules, you need to break the words into syllable. Separate the word into syllables, right? This means that if you have one word, you have a word, what you're gonna do is you're gonna check if the word has one or it has more syllables. You separate the syllables and then you apply the rule to the syllable by itself. Don't forget that we have monosyllable words, okay? A monosyllable word. What is a monosyllable word? Can you guys tell me? What is a monosyllable word? Let's see if you guys know. Monosyllable. What is mono?
Yeah, that is a word that only have one syllable.
Okay, so a word that has one syllable. For example, we had case. Case is a monosyllable word because it only has one syllable. And we have words that only have one syllable, but we have words that have 2, 3, and even 4 syllables or 5, right? So we have to be careful with that. Now let's go over very quick. Remember, a syllable is a part of a word, but besides that, it is a vowel sound in the word. If you listen to the vowel sounds, you will know how many syllables you have. Example, let's take that one. Let's take this. Oh no, let's take vowel, vowel, vowel. How many vowel sounds do you listen to when I say vowel?
So,
Two, right? Which is a, va, and e, well, va, well, right? So you have two. It doesn't matter how many letters you have. Whenever you listen to the amount of vowel sounds, you will know how many vowels, not how many vowels, how many syllables you have in a word. Okay, now don't forget, in Spanish, we normally divide by letters, like the combinations of a consonant and a vowel. But in English, we do it by sounds. So for you, if I give you a word, before you apply the rule, you need to tell me how many syllables you have, okay? Whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you apply the rules. I have something for you here, of course. I have something for you. If you're paying attention to what I'm saying, I'm going to give you now, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Right now it's 2:20. I want you to apply the rules. Sorry. Apply the rules to the words. To which words? To those ones that I gave you there. This is number 1. This is number 2. So you guys start checking the words, and I'll tell you when you can give your answers. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is you're going to take the 5 words and you are going to apply the rules. Okay, then you have to say if the word has the short vowel rule, the long vowel rule 1, or the long vowel rule 2, okay? Or if it is a vowel digraph, okay? That's what I want you to do now. As the same thing as we did in the exercise from last week, that's the same thing you're gonna do here. So right now it's 2:22. At 2:27, I'm going to start asking you. So I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna let you work, and then I'll be back at 2:27. All right, it is 227. So let's see what you found. If you have the answer, you guys can raise your hand on Zoom. Remember to raise your hand on Zoom. You only have to click on participants, and there you will see the option on your name where it says raise hand. You have, if it is in the computer, you click on participants. On top of your name, it says more. So you click more and you will see raise hand. If you are on your telephone, smartphone, you click in the whatever in this on the screen, you will see in the bottom that says participants. You click there and there are three little points, three little dots that you click there and it will tell you raise hand. So here we go. Samuel, what did you find for the first one? What did you do on the first one? Tell me.
Teacher, it's
Yes.
a long one.
Okay. Now, Samuel, let me ask you one question. How many syllables do you have in the first one?
Two, teacher.
You have two. What is the first one?
Oh,
O. And what is the second one?
pen, open.
Okay, good.
Oh,
So
pen.
good. So let's separate that. Okay. Now we divided. Hold on, just one second. Here is better. So we divided the first one and we have the second one. Now we're
Yes.
ready to apply the rules. For the first one, what is the rule that you have for that one?
In the short,
Are you sure? Remember that we apply the short vowel rule only if the vowel is at the beginning of the word or syllable. But here we have two syllables, right?
yes,
So we apply the rules separate. Here we
yes.
cannot say that O has the short vowel rule because O is alone. When the
Long.
vowel are alone, when you find them alone,
It's long rule.
oh, is the long one, right? Now,
Long one, I say.
now for this one is special. Let me tell you why. When the vowel is alone, okay, there is no long vowel rule 1 or long vowel rule 2. No, it is only long vowel rule because the base pronunciation when the vowels are alone is the long sound, all right? So here we're gonna put only long. Why? Because this one is not long vowel rule number 2 and it's not long vowel rule number 1, but we know that it has the long sound, right? So we're gonna keep it as long. Then
Yes.
we have the second syllable. What do you have on the second syllable? What rule?
Short.
Short, yes. And why do you have short in there?
Because you have only one vowel and two consonants.
Yes, and where is the vowel?
And the vowel is behind the two consonants.
Okay,
And the rule
behind
say
O
that
in the middle.
in the middle.
Okay,
Between.
very good, very good. That's right. We have two consonants and the vowel is in the middle. That's right, it has the short vowel rule. Very
Yes.
good, Samuel. Let's see now who has the second one. The first question is, how many syllables do you have in the second one? You can raise your hand and let me know if you have the answer. If not, I'm just gonna start asking for your names like Angelina, Misael, Diana, Mary. I will give you the chance for you to raise your hand if you know. Oh, I see you guys don't know, huh? Okay, very good, that's right. So Angelina, how many syllables do you have here? Guess, how many syllables do you have?
is syllable long.
Yeah, but give me a number. Give me a number. How many syllables? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many?
3.
3, right? Okay. What about you, Misael? How many syllables do we have on the second one?
Two syllables.
2 syllables, right? Now let's see what Diana says, and then we're gonna see what we do. Diana, how many syllables do you have on the second word?
I think it's 2.
2. Okay, so we have
Sí.
2, 2, and 1,
Yes.
and 1, 1. Okay, 2 and 1, 1. All right, so we have, okay, let's say the word invite. Invite. If you listen to, it says in, that's one vowel sound, E. Vite is only one sound, I. So invite has 2 vowel sounds. It has E and it has I. So basically, we divide it just right here. Invite. Now, what do we apply for the first syllable and what do we apply for the second syllable? Is the question. Be Mary, do you know? Which rule do you apply for the first one?
Two.
No, I mean the name of the, is it the short vowel rule, the long one, the long two?
The long two.
The long two, are you sure? Because we say in and no ein when the vowel is aligning, yes?
And for the first one is short.
Okay,
Because
short vowel
short
rule.
is in when the, yes.
And the number 2, the next one, I mean?
Is the long vowel rule number 1.
Very good.
Bien.
Very good. So basically, on the first one here, we have it at the beginning. The vowel is at the beginning. And when the vowel is at the beginning, normally it has the short sound. Then on the second syllable, we have 2 vowels. When we have 2 vowels, the first one sounds long and the second one doesn't sound. So that's the long vowel rule number 1. Now let's go to the number 3. How many syllables do you have on the number 3? Let's see if someone knows. How many? 1 or 2?
1.
1 syllable, right? Okay. So we have 1 syllable. And which rule do we apply?
Long vowel rule 1.
Long vowel rule number 1, because you have this word which is monosyllable. It has only 1 syllable, right? But you have 2 vowels. So the first one sounds long and the second one doesn't sound. That's right. This sounds A and we say shame. You see? A, shame. Very good. Now we go to the word number 4. And what did you guys do on the number 4? What happened there? How many syllables do you have?
3, teacher.
We have 3. Okay, Stephanie. Can you tell me what are the 3?
Come, 1,
Yes.
pew,
Mm-hmm.
and
Turn, right? Computer. All right. So, okay, we have 3 of them. So for the number 1, what do we apply?
short. Short
Short.
vowel rule.
Okay. The vowel is in the middle of 2 consonants. And for the second one, we apply Oh, you guys don't know what we apply there, huh? When the vowel is at the end of a syllable, what is the rule that we apply? Because that sounds pew. So it has the long sound, compu. What's the rule that we apply there? We apply the long vowel rule number 2. The long vowel rule number 2 says that when you have a vowel at the end of the syllable or the word, if it is monosyllable, then you apply the long vowel rule number 2. If it is at the end, the vowel has the long sound. That's why we say pew and not poo. We don't say computer, we say computer. Then we have the number 3, and you guys know that that is the short vowel rule. We have 2 consonants and a vowel in the middle. And last one, meeting. Meeting has 2 syllables, okay? It has me and it has ting. Now, what do you apply for the first syllable there? I don't know if you guys are following me. Misael, one question for you. What do you apply for the first syllable on the number 5?
Vowel digraph.
Which one?
Vowel digraph.
Vowel digraph, okay. But this one sounds me, and there is a rule that says that when you have 2 vowels together, the first one has the long sound and the second one has no sound. And we say me. So that's the long sound. Basically, that is the long vowel rule number 1. And ting, you guys know, short. We have a vowel between 2 consonants there. That's right, we say meeting. And that's it. That's how you apply the rules. For you to apply the rules, you need to know first how many syllables you have, divide the syllables, and then you apply the rules to the syllables. There are words that don't follow this, but it's only 1%. But if you do it correctly, most of the time, you're going to get this correct. Okay, so that's the review that I wanted you to see, how you apply the rules, because on the exercise, we only did it with monosyllable, but this time we have more, we have words that have more than 1 syllable, you know? And now what we are going to do is, I'm going to ask you the 5 questions and to see what you found over there. So as you can see here on my screen, I have the homework that you were supposed to do. And I'm gonna ask you the questions very easy and quick. So give me 1 second here. So here we are, guys. Let me see. Now, according to what you read, what is the method by which students learn to pronounce? How is it that a student learns to pronounce? What do you think?
Me, teacher.
Yes.
The method by which a student learns to pronounce English is by imitating the pronunciation of English-speaking person on the condition that approach as early as possible those of normal communication.
Right. I mean, yes, that's the only way that we can learn how to pronounce. You learn to pronounce imitating what people say. Babies, for example, as you can see, babies listen to whatever you say, everything you say, and they start repeating. You know, that's the way that students learn to pronounce. And, sorry, I don't know what that was. You learn to pronounce, repeating, imitating, but you need to do it many times. It's not only one time. For example, you have the word English. It's not that I'm gonna say English one time and you're gonna listen to me and you're gonna repeat it and that's it. No, you will need to repeat that word many times until you get the right pronunciation of it. So that's how we learn to pronounce. Listening first, of course, and then you imitate the sound and produce it. That's how we do it. But also, now, not only at talking about pronunciation, talking about learning in general, how is it that most people learn? That's question number 2. Yes, Olaini, what do you say?
Well, most people learn most people learn most things better through the eyes than through the ear.
Okay, all right. You know what that means? I mean, every person is different, okay? But according to studies, it has been shown that people learn better when they're seeing, right? When they see what's going on, okay? Rather than listening. Because look, let me tell you, you might have theories, and theories. A person telling you how you can do this, how you can do that, right? But it is not the same that you see the person doing that. When you see the person doing that, it's better than listening because you see the procedure, the process of it. Now, if you can have both, if you can listen to and you can see, it's even better. But we're saying that many people learn better through the eye, watching, than through the ear, listening. That's what it is. Now, number 3, how may be considered the science of phonetics? How may be considered the science of phonetics? Let's see if you guys found that answer. How is it considered the science of phonetics? Oh, I see that.
Here, teacher, here.
Yes, Samuel. Yes.
Here. The science of phonetics. Phonetics focus on such entities as vowels, consonants, and pitch movement, and not just noise, and voices, hiccups, and bursts, even though they're also made by the vocal apparatus.
Right, that's true. That's true. Very good. Now, number 4, and this was difficult, you know? That was, well, not that difficult, but you had to find it out. I know that you guys wrote down the 5 fundamental vowels. I know you did it, okay? Now I'm gonna show them to you so you can know the appropriate pronunciation of it. And what we have is this. We also have this. Look, I have a problem with this one, okay? That one is not like that. That one is like, it's not even like that. I don't know, hold on. Yeah, Zoom took me out, but I'm back. Hold on. I wanna show you this, the correct way, okay? So here we go. Here, I'm going to show you the 5. Yeah, it works fine here, okay? Hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Just give me a second. Oh, Okay, so yes, here we go. We have this one. We have this. I don't know how to write it here. Let me see. I don't know, guys. I'm having a hard time with this. We have this one. We have this one, and we have this one also. Let me put this in small letter. Now I'm just gonna put it a little bit bigger so you can see it. Okay. Okay, now yes, now we have the 5 fundamental vowels, okay? These are the 5 fundamental vowels. And each one of them has its pronunciation. What I'm going to do, I'm just gonna put it like this. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. There we are, okay? Now, for you to know the right pronunciation of each one of them, we have to give one. Oh God, I'm back. I don't know what's going on with Zoom here.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so here we are. As I was saying, these are the 5 fundamental vowels. Each one of them have a pronunciation. No, not that one. Hold on. Sorry. As you can see here, I gave you a word next to it, and the vowel sound that we have in that word is the sound for these fundamental vowels. We have A as in day. We have E as in see. We have A as in far. We have O as in go. And we have U as in to. Okay?
Two.
So this is E.
Oh.
This is A, E, A, O, U. Okay? It sounds like Spanish. So those are the 5 fundamental vowels. Now, fundamental vowel sounds, okay? Vowel sounds. What is the difference between the fundamental vowels and the regular vowels? Well, look, these are the fundamental, okay? The ones that we just did right now. These are the fundamental. And these are the regular, okay? These are the regular. I want to change that. You see? These are the fundamentals. These ones, let me put it bigger. Let me just go down so you can see this, okay? Fundamental vowel sounds. Fundamental vowels. Fundamental vowels are sounds, okay? We use them to speak. Regular vowels are letters. That's the difference. Fundamental vowels are sounds, regular vowels are letters. That's it. We use the regular vowels to write, and we use the fundamental vowels to speak. That is the difference. Let me know if you have a question so far so I can tell you, so I can answer. Well, I like that. I see you guys have no questions, huh? I like that. Now, let's go to the last question. How are the fundamental vowels divided? How are they divided? Let's see if you guys know. How are they divided? Laini, what do you say?
One moment, teacher.
That's okay.
Yes. Are classified according to the position of the tongue and the lips.
Okay. Now, the fundamental vowels, as Olaini says, are classified according to the position of it. the tongue or on the throat. And when it says that, it means that it depends where the vowel is produced, where it originates on our throat, right? So now, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do it because let me try. In the book, sorry guys, I don't know how to draw here, but in the book, you had a little figure, a little chart like this. I don't know if you saw it. There is a little chart like this, right? As you can see. Now, within the chart, okay, within the chart, we had some letters. The fundamental vowels were in the chart. Let me see if I can write here. Well, it doesn't allow me, so I'm gonna do it with a pen. So we had this one here. We have that one here. Oops, what's going on here? Hold on. We had this vowel here, right? Then we have this one here. Sorry, I'm gonna do it the way I can. Okay. So guys, you can check. We had this one here. And we have this one here. Let me know if you saw that in your book. I guess, yes, I guess you did, right? So now, look, this chart is the representation of your throat here, okay? Now, they are divided into front, okay? I don't know how to do this here. Front, okay? Back, and we have this one, okay? That one, which is the middle. So we have front, this is middle, double D, okay? Don't get confused. So we have front vowels, back vowels, and a middle vowel, okay? And if you remember, I gave you the words, I gave you some words so you could see the pronunciation of it. I gave you C, right? I gave you C. I also gave you day. Here I gave you to. And here I gave you go. And in the last one here, I gave you far. Okay? Now check this. When you say C, you will notice that when you say C, the air is in the front of your teeth. Okay? The production of the sound is in the front over there. You get your tongue, you put it up, and you push to your teeth when you say C, right? That's why we call it front, because the sound is in the front of your mouth, okay? It's almost crashing with your teeth. Then we have day. When you say day, you will notice that the sound is still at the front, but not as much as when you say C. C is just right there. Your mouth is closed. Look, C. Then when you say day, you have to open your mouth, right? But the sound is in the front. That's right. We call those two the front fundamental vowels. What about the middle? When you say var, you have to open your mouth and the air is in your tongue, but your tongue, you put it like that, right? Like a hole. It is like a hole. When you say far, the sound goes there down in the middle of your throat on the tongue. So basically, that's why we call it a middle fundamental vowel. And then we have the back ones. The back ones, try to say go, go. When you try to say, you will notice that the sound, the origin of the sound is just right there, back on your throat, because you need to say, oh, go, go, right? You're not putting the air on your teeth anymore because the production of the sound is not in the front, it's on the back of the throat. And then we have two, okay? We have two. You will notice that when you're gonna produce that sound, when you're gonna say two, you will have to force your stomach for you to produce it. So you force your stomach because the sound is coming from the back of the throat. That's why you say two. I know you kind of close your mouth, but the sound is not at the front, it's actually on the back. And that's why we call those two the back fundamental vowel sounds. It's because of the origin of the sound. It's because of on the point of production of the sound in your throat. And that's how we classify them. Front, back, middle. There is another name for that one besides middle. Many people call it center. Many people call it center. Or many people call it central. It is the same thing, you know? I'm just telling you the different ways that people call it. Any of those that you call it like that, it is fine. Middle vowel, central vowel, that is fine. So don't worry about that. I'm just giving you this in case that if you read a book or another person saying it, you will know that it is the same thing that they're talking about. And that's
Teacher,
it. Yes.
teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed one thing in the A, in the A, in the location in
Yes.
Spanish and in English is seems like the same because in Spanish is low central
Mm-hmm.
and here is middle central.
Right, right. You see? So basically,
Yes,
it has a little difference, right? It has a little difference.
yes,
Yeah. You see? So that's how it works. Then there are more than 5 fundamental vowel sounds, but we are gonna focus on these 5 because these are the fundamental ones. We have more that we're gonna learn later. And that's it. That's the class for today. Next week, we're gonna be working with the following chapter. So from Monday on, you're gonna have the questionnaire on the platform. And if you have any question, let me know. If you have issues that you cannot upload the homework, let me know so we can get a way to do it. And that's it. That's it. We finished. So make sure that you do homework and I will see you later then.
All right.
Okay.
okay, teacher.
All right.
Okay, teacher.